I think coming down, one of the most incredible things was realising that the millions of black dots beneath me were not trees, were not a forest, that what I was seeing below me was animals. So going to the Great Migration was really something I'd always wanted to do.
I went to see the Great Migration out in the Serengeti in Tanzania.
Well, I was in my 20s, which was some time ago now.
I was hugely fortunate. There's a bucket list trip that everyone always wants, to take a hot air balloon above the Serengeti, and I got to do this.
We were in an open truck. It was about 6 nights, tents along the way. Nothing too fine or sophisticated, but perfectly good.
We dropped down into the plains, and as far as I could see, there was just grassland. There was golden grass, miles and miles of nothing but sort of untamed Africa.
And then suddenly the rays of sunshine come over the horizon, and below you see the bush come to life. I saw a giraffe literally see me about 20 feet away, and because it's silent as you drift across, they can't see you. I saw warthogs and lions and elephants, but the real highlight, the heart-pounding moment, was when I saw what I thought was a trickle of ants on the horizon coming across the plains. And as you got closer, you realised this is it, this is the Great Migration.
Even though we were in a truck and ourselves pelting along, there was no mistaking the sound and the fury, the thunder of the footsteps, and this great herd, this great spectacle of nature.
I think looking down on those animals was absolutely extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. It was clouds of animals. It was enormous, almost like ants on the move.
Millions of wildebeest coming back from Kenya to feed in the Serengeti grounds, and it was just a spectacular sight. I had a grin from ear to ear the whole time as I clicked away on the cameras, but more importantly took time just to take in one of nature's greatest moments. So to take a hot air balloon over the Serengeti, you have to get up early. I remember getting that sick feeling you get when you've got an early morning flight at Gatwick, but it washes away immediately when you step into the balloon.
I think what it made me realise was how precious wildlife is, how extraordinary the planet is that we have, and how much we need to conserve it and preserve it.
It's sort of spine-tingling. You suddenly realise that you are there seeing these animals who are still very much predators. The law of the jungle does still rule. There is also underlying it a sense that there is a very real danger, and that's actually what gives the whole thing a certain frisson.
I would say if you can afford it, if you have the opportunity, opt for the balloon ride.
I think the first thing that people need to know is you can go any time of year to see the Great Migration. People sort of have this idea that you can only go at a certain time because that's when the animals are on the move. They're not.
There's lots of companies who will offer it now, and there's a lot of competition, so prices have come down.
While we all imagine that seeing the Great Migration, going on safari, has to cost an arm and a leg, if that isn't a slightly unfortunate phrase to use in that connection, but it doesn't have to.
You can go any time of year, but you've got to be very aware of where the migration is at that time of year, because if you go to the wrong place, you will see nothing.
Of course, more expensive than 2 weeks in Benidorm, but when you think about what you're getting back in return, well worth the outlay.